any society that doesn't change, any language that doesn't change, is not willing to change, will die. It's true of the universe. अगर यूनिवर्स वैसा ही चलता तो शिव का तांडव कहाँ होगा? Creation, destruction, creation, destruction, creation, destruction is the very nature of existence, right? Now, at what pace is what we're talking about? Creation and destruction at an incredible pace is what artificial intelligence is going to do. So it took me, how long? It took me 12 years to make Masoom, to get the funding and get everything ready. Now, anybody, like, you've got a camera, you can take it, you can be your own photographer, your own writer, your own editor, and your own distributor. You put it on YouTube, your own distributor. So, what will be the future of... I've always thought that the future of cinema cannot just last of theaters. 95% of viewership in the US, let's say, because it's the most developed market right now, is not film. It's not sports channels. It's not music channels. It's not TV. And it's not even OTT. It's not Netflix. 95% is YouTube or gaming. So the population sitting here, the people that you and I are not even in touch with, have left us already. They've left us. They've gone towards gaming. So it's really, we can't sit here and say, oh my God, they don't understand it. No, we should sit here and say, why are we not willing to change? The best, honestly, if you are a gamer, how many of you are gamers here? Right? Tell me if you agree with me if I say the best production design today is in gaming. Right? See? The best designs I see, I have an assistant who used to game a lot, and every time I say, okay, tell me what you think, he'll go to some game, take a picture and say, sir, what do you think of design? It's incredible. So because the best designers are going to gaming. So we have to change. It's our problem. You and I are sitting on the top. Honestly, we should be afraid of AI, but I'm not.
No, neither am I. I mean, it's interesting, and anyway, for those of us who already have dissonance and already are not too comfortable with things as they are, we welcome that, at least shake up the others as well. And
also, it's a very philosophical question because we are storytellers. So I every day ask myself a question: which came first, the narrative of time or time? Because you can't explain time without a narrative. But you can't have a narrative without time. Which created what? But that's what the very fascination of life is. Ask AI to solve. I asked AI, what came first? Ask anybody who does chat, any AI, go ask that question to AI. What came first, narrative or time? And it'll give you what so-and-so said this. And everybody that said it is a philosopher. It's the world of philosophers that's coming back. It's the world of Aristotle and all the big Indian philosophers coming back. So it's a human question. I don't still understand it. अगर कहानी नहीं सुनाओगे तो टाइम कैसे दोगा? अगर टाइम नहीं है तो कहानी कैसे सुनाओगे? यही तो कृष्ण ने अर्जुन से कहा था.
तो कल की कहानी क्या है?
कल की कहानी है टाइम है ना. टाइम हो गया उसमें. कल की कहानी क्या है? मिस्ट्री क्या है? हाँ, मैं कहानी सुनो. Can I tell you a story? Yeah, okay. So I had gone, I was in London shooting a film, Golden Age. So मैं अपना cook ले गया साथ. मैंने rice आती है. The cook, I took a rice वहाँ. And TV पे वो man's landing on the moon की anniversary थी. The anniversary of everybody understands Hindi. I'll use a little bit of Hindi. And I said, Suresh, jaldi. I said, what's that? देख, चांद पर आदमी जा रहा है. I said, landing on the moon. He looked at me. He started to laugh. I said, why are you laughing? He said, sir, आप फिल्म के special effects, visual effects करते, VFX करते, चांद को तो मैं पूछता हूँ, I worship the moon. How can man go to the moon? तो मैं पूछता हूँ, कैसे जाएगा? I go, really, how do I manage this? मैं तो quantum physics भी पढ़ता हूँ, मैं ये भी करता हूँ, ये तो मेरा cook है, ये कैसे सिखा रहा है मुझे? So in London there's this, I took him to the Museum of Science, and I took him to where there's a replica of the Apollo spacecraft. And the suit, everything's there, and everything. Remember, it has a lot of gold in it. So, मैं ले गया उसको. Then he came back and I said, okay, now tell me, Suresh, did man go to the moon? He said, no, sir. And then he had this smile on his face. मैंने कहा, यार, he's going to say something. He said, sir, हाँ चांद पे गए, लेकिन आपके चांद पे गए, मेरे चांद पे नहीं. So there is no greater thing that anybody could tell me about quantum physics, or about perception, or about wisdom, or about faith than that one statement. I don't even know how this is right, but that's the story I wanted to tell you of perception, our perception of what the world is, what we perceive. Right? How did this come up? तूने क्या सवाल पूछा था मुझसे?
मैंने कहा कल की कहानी क्या है?
वही कल की कहानी जो आप चाहते हो.
तो AI को लेके भी कल की कहानी क्या है? It's going to change things really fast. I mean, the pace of change. I mean, that's what frightens us.
Yeah, but
it frightens those that are in power.
Yeah, वही तो है.
Because you're going, there's a leap into the unknown. We don't know.
कितनी बार किसी के घर गए and the father will sit on the same chair for dinner. Nobody questions that. Yeah, this is my dad said, this is where I sit. What are we looking for? Except we are desperately afraid of change. Habit is nothing. Armchair ऐसे जाता है, इसी पर तो मैं बैठूंगा. Habit is nothing but the fundamental fear of change. And if you go further, habit is nothing but the fundamental fear of being rejected, love, or the fundamental fear of death, the fear of losing life. So we constantly, as human beings, are trying to hold on to what is because we are afraid of change. And then that's why I say where the philosophers were understanding life, they're saying there's nothing, life is change. Existence is change. Love is a possibility of change. Everything. Therefore you fall in love because tomorrow this person may not love me. You will love. If you are absolutely sure about 100% this person.
Unconsciously, that's where the human mind is going. No, I mean, because it requires, change to happen quicker if you want to survive. Maybe the species. I don't know, where it's going. But that's too philosophical. So,
nothing is too philosophical today.